on the rotate right now. Blake Preston go for the shockwave off in the north side. Meanwhile, Ritual goes back into the storm, right? Going straight for that reboot van here.
What's good, chat?
There is still teams lurking in the storm. That's the dangerous thing about
We
kind of
respecting
really
Ritual. Alright, bet. Let's go. We over him. We gotta go for the chest right here. I think it's this chest, right? Yeah, it's this chest. I'm gonna get a mythic pump, I think. Oh, it works, I guess.
In a very, very similar situation, having to get that reboot back. Don't know where their status is currently when it comes to Storm Surge, but that's two teams coming from the north side of the map that might clash as this game progresses.
Oh, not this kid again.
61 above the
and that was easy.
To connect with a few more shots to climb that leaderboard even a little bit more. But somebody trying to make a sneak attack from down underneath, Captain slipping, but they have that all-seeing eye, so they make sure nothing sneaks its way through.
Ritual's back in the game here. Agents that'll back up, and oh, look at this. The prime opportunity. Visuals and Braids, as we knew. Visuals already had to get picked up and saved anyways. They're 35 below, so this is a desperate time to fight, and you can't stay in the zone. I was just going to say, look at the 5 tick right now. We're getting into the dangerous end game of the storm here. Ritual, though, coming in late. Surely the team above them is going to be thinking about whether or not they need to push this team right now. Great. Dangerous balls. Oh no.
Bruh. What?
Active Storm Surge. Instead of getting knocked, straight elimination. All that
There's no
hard work
siphon?
from Rituals to get Agers back in the game right out the window. And he's less than 15 seconds away from going down. 39 HP to 24. And it looks like he's just going to wait this one out. He's okay with getting eliminated here, denying at least 3 more points away from everybody else. But Aloe, listen, they probably heard that Surge Strike go down. They probably heard the elimination. And they quickly jump on over to carry up that loop.
Look, they actually got the credit there too. It's pretty unfortunate for Ritual, but love the little shout there to the official FNCS outfit. Love to see it. So much happening inside of Fortnite. Plenty to celebrate this weekend. As the community said, FNCS is back. Look at this fight right here. This is a Storm Surge battle.
And, oh my gosh, I got
hey,
saved.
don't waste no time here. Y'all need to hit some shots. And someone surely does, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough. Vertify is barely in the game there. The siphon triggers just in the nick of time, but no, he's still 83 below here, Jacob.
Yeah, now
hey.
trying to catch up and keep up with the zone. Barely able to survive, down to just 1 HP, 31 damage below, and spotted out by everybody north of him on that rotation. That's going to be a big elimination for them, and at least they get one more chance for the final game of the day. Try to qualify for the final so that they don't have to go through the grueling LCQ. You can see Javi and Minish getting tagged up.
Reset. It wasn't resetting my build, bro. I'm dead.
But they're still above it.
Search just turning online, continuing to stay active zone to zone. That's that desperation kicking in here. This is game number 4. The last opportunities for us here. Visuals great, getting back into the action here. Really impressive. You have to consider the fact that with Visuals being fully eliminated, right, taking out the game, resetting all that damage, bouncing back in it, now being above it as if they never were below is so impressive. When was the last time you saw Harpoon?
I would literally
that feels like a throwing that. Oh my god.
And to just harpoon.
Oh my god, keep falling.
Pizza. That just goes to testament of literally what you're talking about. Visuals down, Braids by himself. A great spot in zone that he had to give up just to get this reboot. And now if you look at their loadout, you would almost never guess they were down in the first place. Virgo.
I'm dead.
Taking a big shot, forced it back up. Luckily for him, they not only got the elimination, you can see what they're fighting for. All
I'm on HP.
Right in front. A worthwhile sacrifice for them because they're already in towards the zone. More so towards the north side where you see not too many teams are currently positioned.
Finished. He's got the high ground with Hobby though. Just on the edge of Storm. I want to see it actually throw this way. Be a pleasant surprise since they committed pretty early. Oh, it is. Okay. So, I mean, they don't have a lot of material though to kind of hold this, and yeah, you see even a minute here, just eyeing up some of that loot down low.
200.
I think it's even worth it. Probably not to go down, obviously. However, have to do something here and now. And this versus team ends up.
Yo, Parker.
Found a set of eliminations.
I haven't accepted your.
Shockwaves being used. They have one more as a team, and you can kind of see why.
I haven't accepted your request because I'm banging on voice chat.
It could cost you almost everything in a game like this. Multiple teams going from point A to point B.
And yeah,
Creon
that's my reason.
Dragon that stopped with the elevated layer. That could be a threat to their high ground.
Oh, not this kid again.
Saw that damage coming in. You have to assume it's Hobby.
I'm freaking dead, bro.
With that pistol. Meanwhile, Preston back with Blake. They haven't found elimination since the last time we tuned in. There it is. Preston starting to aim up the high ground.
They know where I am, bro. There's no way.
Little do they know that high ground
There's actually no way.
Very desperate on material count right now.
I'm doing the refresh though.
Rotate here, inside, sweeping around the outskirts.
Honestly, being in that situation, that
Thank for the refresh. I'll take that.
Fire, see if you get the elimination. Hobby in a minute though get beat on their high ground. Stolen away for a short moment, and we talked about how much material they expended early on just to get it the first time. They have to give it up. Risen and Aldo perfectly played because they don't even end up in a fight with another team interrupting the mix. They get it all to themselves, but Jojo, Vishy, and Aoxy, they're not letting that opportunity out of their sight. They put some pressure onto the high ground, trying to chop them down once, but Aldo and Listen, they reconnected, but you can see it's barely being held together by one wall and ramp.
And Blake on the low ground actually found the refresh there in the end as well.
Thank
But
for
look
the
at this, a minute,
refresh.
trying to clutch up so low right now. These are big points being earned here, but he's only got 5 builds left. So does Shadow. Shadow's barely got anything, but he goes up for the high ground. Not quite enough to reach the top there. Down he goes. Meanwhile, lands in a box, and the enemy just slipped out of there. I don't even think he realized what was going on, but Shadow finds another one. Right on the
Big elims, and it really matters. It makes the difference here at the end of the day. Blake and Preston still trying to control as much of this low ground as possible, but Blake goes down. Top 8 situation, so at least half of the placement points have already been grabbed up. So for Preston, it's almost like everything is bonus. Dragon ends up in a fight. Phoebe from across the map. Creon's able to get in the box, save the day, build to protect himself. You can see he's fresh out of materials, down to the very last heals as well. Preston looking strong, though, all things considered as a solo.
Still has the chug as well, so has a couple options to play with right now. Dragon and Creon just running out of gas here. They need anything they can find. They see Skittles there, and there goes the finish. Okay, so just giving them just enough to kind of stay in the game here. Creon's going to be rewarded with the siphon. Back in the storm he goes. It's Preston there. Preston with a monstrous shot onto both of them, and Dragon, Creon are just getting hunted down. The finish comes in from the tail end there. It's not Preston's points, but it is still a top 3, possibly top 5 here. We'll see Preston's inside this 3. Yup, looking very solid right now.
Yeah, all 3 of these teams, though, are inside of that top 10 leaderboard consistency. So this is going to open up a slot at the bottom of that leaderboard, no matter who wins. Better late than never, but Preston running out of builds, just trying to farm anything he can get his hands on. He's the solo caught in the middle. Only lasts for so long before Slepsy and Wagers clean up that elimination. 195 points. They have the mythic, so they can definitely turn the tide. The fight starts without him. Aulo goes in as well. Slepsy down to just a little bit of HP. Wagers goes up with the shockwave and gets the first down. Aulo gets dropped. Listen is there. They trade shots back and forth, but Wagers are scrambling around, not trying to give away a free elimination, especially since they know they have the high ground, they have the advantage, and now they have the game in the bag.
And 13 eliminations to top it off. That shockwave faked out the player on the low ground. You saw him glance all the way up. Nope, he didn't go that high. He was right behind him already there, Jacob. What a game. And even for Preston to clutch up and get a top 3, that was incredible. Another victory out in the bag here as game number 4 is now wrapped here, Z.
How did I blinked and today's almost over? Why? It's almost, no, we're gonna start it all over. Kelly, bring the board back out. We're starting the day over. Wow.
Right,
so great. No. Congratulations. The Slepsy and Wagers getting themselves a victory out. I think what's really interesting about this, going into this game, Slepsy and Wagers were 12. And Listen and Aloe were actually 13, right? So if we look at that top 5, this is basically like 9th and 10th kind of
Where are
fighting
these
it out.
kids at, bro?
So this means now everyone's getting pulled up in the leaderboard. So for game number 5, it's going to be super, super close. But I'm excited to see that Slepsy Wagers got themselves that VR right again. Confidence boost. Now it's one thing. Focus on next week's finals.
I'm gonna refresh, bro. I have no mats. Oh, I have no mats. I have no mats. Like a 0.
You can't miss that.
Oh, we won. Let's go.
Beyond them even
Let's
getting this
go.
victory royale, they went from 8 eliminations over the course of the first 3 games to getting 13 eliminations in that one game. Easily the most amount of eliminations that we've seen so far, if not probably for the rest of the day, Vivid.
Yeah, that actually breaks the record for most eliminations today, including the EU games earlier today. So, big win from Slepsy and Wagers. And guess what, guys? I'm going to sound like a broken record right now. Once again, we have somebody making their first FNCS Grand Finals for the 3rd time in a row through a win. That's going to be Wagers. Has not been to an FNCS Grand Final yet. We're going to be seeing him there for the first time. And Slepsy on the other side as well. Very similar situation with this duo among some of the other ones we've seen
yeah,
today.
let's get this, bro.
He's only made it to
Let's get it.
one Grand Final.
Let's take height. I'm gonna push height.
His second one. But what a way to kind of do it, right? You qualify for your Grand Finals, and you do that.
I'm pushing,
13
pushing.
eliminations and a win in a lobby like this.
100.
Again, man, it's all
Dead.
about confidence, right? And I love to see that. I love to see players getting that chance, right, to go into a finals lobby. It's
Get
going to
a
be a
pistol.
demand
I might
entirely,
take that.
but to still make it there, that's got to mean everything to this duo. So, unbelievable stuff. Now, one game left to go before we call wraps for heat number 1. First, a break.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. No teaming.
We'll take a look at that leaderboard. We'll start to look at who's in contention, and we'll get ready for that final game. Don't go anywhere.
Whoa, buddy. Who do you think you are, buddy? Oh, shoot. Nice, teammate. You got that? Got him? 100. Turn it. 100. Turn it. Dead. Where are those kids at? I'm down, 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 dead. Yo, chill. Oh my god, bro. I suck. I actually suck. Coming, teammate. On their head. 100. I'm dead.
One game left to go. I'm nervous. It's fine. Everything's fine. In case you missed it in that last game, Slepsy Wagers got themselves a victory royale, which means they're going straight through to finals. But we got to get right into this. Okay, let's take a look at this leaderboard. Okay, it's very simple. All right, you want to make it to finals?
We're in first. Nice.
On the day where we end top 5. Now,
Bro, I just started this game and I already have. Oh, shit, I'm dead.
Because first through
Yo, my aim sucks.
So basically, we want to end in the top 15.
And I got kicked back.
I'm quite
Oh,
nervous,
shoot.
but that's okay. Let's kind
Dang
of
it.
break a couple things down. Once again, in this last game, we saw.
Let's go, bro. This is probably my new favorite mode now. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm
Like, there's like, I'm not lagging
for a
at all.
moment, I was like, I really hope they did not take a ton of storm damage. Like, I already saw Preston like at the end. You know,
I'm
like,
literally
really
long
hard
lagging. I like
that
this
Blake
game.
was just gonna get through.
What's
But
up, bro?
they're still looking really good, right? They're in a very good spot going into
Bro,
the
I can't build.
But we still need to have a good last game.
Yeah, where are they? They're currently.
Why
sitting
is
in
everybody
top
going
five,
for me,
right,
bro?
or top 5 in consistency right now. So I think that they're probably in a pretty like positive position to make
Oh my
it
god,
into
I heard that way too
grand
late.
finals through consistency. We actually look at EU. The qualified cutoff was 143 points, and they're currently sitting at 203 points. All right, Javi and Diminished, you know, with not 193 points as well. A team that we consistently look at, even though
Yeah,
they
look,
dropped
Shin, my
down
bad.
2 placements right now. I think that
I
they're
can't
also
talk,
pretty
though, on
much
here.
in a pretty
Wait, where are
safe
you?
position. Currently 15th place,
Oh, there.
120
Wait,
points
where are
in it,
you?
so there is a lot of
You're not even on here.
opportunity to like grow for some of the teams that are kind of below that threshold. But as far as Javi and Diminished are concerned, I don't think they have to worry too much.
No, I mean, they're playing pretty consistently right now, like you mentioned, 193 points. The only thing that's got me confused, it's like, I feel like over the course of these last couple of games, games 3 and 4, and you know what, I'll just throw games 1 and 2 in the mixture there. Oh my gosh, if you just saw that, what just happened. Yeah, Javi just getting edited down real quick. That's how that one kind of turned out for them. But every single game, they have been on hype for at least some amount of time. And it felt like in games 3 and 4, it was going to be like a continued story of how well they played in games 1 and 2. They
I
were
like
just
no
gonna be able to
maps.
ride out that high ground all the way
Bro,
to the
can I get up here?
kind of compete for first, second,
Turn it.
third, whatever it may be. But again, it's kind of like you blink and you might miss it, and they just kind of like fall up, and you're like, whoa, like what happened to the team that was just on
Where the
high
heck did
ground?
this kid go?
Obviously, we saw a little bit of what just happened.
Yo, I
to
think
them
my aim
but
sucks.
I love the fact they're going for high ground every single
I hate that you
game.
can't put a floor in here no more.
See them start back to form, get involved in that again.
I will say, every time we've watched them in the end game, it does look like Javi and Diminished are kind of waiting a little bit patiently to go for high ground. They're
Yo,
not going
chill,
too early.
bro.
We've seen some teams make that mistake, but they're going for high ground, and it feels like they're doing it just because
Holy,
they feel
bro.
like they need to. And they don't have really the loadout or the materials to be able to hold high ground. But I think that they're in their mind, they're just like, oh, well, this is the win condition. We need to go for high ground right now. So they're going for it regardless of what their loadout's looking like. And they're so good that they're able to kind of grab it and steal it, but they're not able to hold it.
I can't
so I would
talk, bro.
love to see them
I'm
kind
banned.
of just try and position
Unless you have
themselves away
PlayStation
from that win
or
condition
Discord.
instead, and looking towards maybe just running the low ground, running the mid ground instead.
Yeah, I think what's interesting is because this is a win-in situation, right? Like, even if you're in the top 10, so like, okay, there's two kind of spots to think about. If you're in the top 10, you're trying to stay in the top 10. If you're not in the top 10,
Yeah,
all-
do you,
all
do you have
focus
a...
is
Let me see, I'm
the
going to
VR
type right now.
right here, right now, right? But also, if someone in the top 10
1
goes
second.
through, everyone else is getting shifted up, right? So
1 second, Parker.
I think we turn over the page and we look at that top 15. Skittler right now at 120. And Kelly, you called out kind of that EU qual range, right? So even someone like Curly and Ryzen 17th, they still have a shot, right? We can even see, you know, the team all the way at the bottom. If they get a big Royale, they're still going to finals. So this last game is critical, right? Like, even if you're in a
There, I
position where
typed
you're
it.
not in that top 10, you really can't let it all go, right? Kelly, you kind of have to be like, hey, this is it. This is our one game to either get top 10, get a VR, or hope that someone in top 10 gets a VR and pulls us up into the top 10. Like, It's so complex.
I can't see with that thing.
I love that you bring that up too, because in this situation, when we're in the final game for heats, this is kind of the opportunity for some of our maybe tier 2, tier 3 teams to really shine, because a lot of our bigger teams have already qualified through. But if you look at like the names that we still have in contention, as well as the teams that we have that have already qualified through, it's a lot of our veterans that are still in the competition right now. So maybe that opportunity for someone to steal away a victory royale in the final game is no longer there, Vivid.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
We're still in first at least. We're good.
Right, 143 points is what it requires over there. And you wouldn't know, obviously, it's probably going to be different over here on NA. But one thing that I would not be surprised to see kind of happen is what we saw over on EU. It's actually the jump in the threshold. Going into Game 5, top 15 was 95 points on EU.
Yo, who killed my teammate? It's like the first time he died.
So that threshold changed by like 50 points just over the course of that last game. So, yeah, even though you're around that top 15 spot, these teams cannot.
There's no way I just died.
More secure for their grand finals ticket.
Man, oh man, you do not want to take it to the last chance, right? Last chance qualifier is hard. You know, you do not want to take it there. You want to get a VR here.
Coming, teammate, coming. Nice.
One game left to go for the last time today. MDF, Jacob. You.
It's already sad to see.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
Game of the day. Luckily, we have heats 2 and 3 tomorrow, but this is the team's last chance to make it in through heats before they go to
I don't got that.
LCQ, and the game is starting. Let's get right into it.
We won this again, bro, or him. Or them, bro.
That's right, Game 5 is here.
Let's
for the
go.
last one of the evening on NA. And a little bit of a late show as well, so thanks to everyone staying up, watching some good Fortnite here. We saw that top 15. Vivid made an excellent point.
My son's so done, yeah, my son's I'll be right back. I'll be right back, Parker.
You should see me in the crowd.
Back to the other side. So, Rising Curly rotating to Neutral and Agers. Neutral and Agers, I feel like, after the last game, probably want to prove something right now. As Boogie and Cash gave them a little run for their money, took away a bit of their opportunity to crack, right? Like, so, I'm thinking they're going to want to play a serious, strong game out there to close up the night.
Yeah, the timing for looks like Rise and Curly couldn't have been more perfect. Aegis and Ritual already looted that side of Sandy Strip, and when they typically push out of their POI, it's towards the east of Fort Field. It's towards the southeast side of the map, so they don't necessarily return to that northern part of Sandy Strip this early in their game plan, so they might have escaped possible danger, but there's other teams nearby, so hopefully for Rise and Curly, they don't get caught off guard and able to scrap together a loadout they feel confident going into the rest of the game with.
Talking about TK, you see his team off in the distance. Seems like they put Rogue's team on the heels as Aoxy and Jojo are watching it go down. The team that is in contention in such poor consistency placement points. Still have a ways to go, but the end game is not out of the conversation. Definitely not out of reach. Shadow and Virgo on the other side, getting their hands absolutely messy here. Chasing Visuals and Braid. I don't really remember where we left off on their points, but like we talked about it, no one is completely safe in this setting here.
Trying to quickly look at the leaderboard and just figure out where Visuals and Braids are. Okay, so they're, I want to say, what, 15th would be a 125. They're around 13th place right now, Visuals and Braids, 153. Things will change up if a team above them wins a game, so it's not exact, but going into this game, about 13th place. The point gap is so close. Outside of maybe teams inside of the top 5, it's just one mistake could cost you your qualification through heats into the grand finals. And that's why I think in some aspects of this game, it will speed up. You see 72 players left alive. It's only second game, our zone, so this is going much faster than every other game so far. But there's going to become a point in time where everybody starts to play safe as Agers takes the bet that he's going to win the 1v1. Fool sprays to the other side, gets the knock. Ritual gets the cleanup. So they survive a narrow fight.
Yeah, Agers almost left for grit in that one, but Tibbs has to leave Jasper's reboot behind. Off he goes. Burning through those splashes as well, so they're not going to get rewarded with anything from this elimination here. And then points that they don't exactly need. Virgo, Shadow on the other side, seem to have finished up the deed on one player, kind of jump in, find Andrew and his duo here as well. We're at the studio, so for them already at 3 elims right now. This is the other side of Virgo and Shadow, almost the play inside that we missed out on, right? Watching them play so aggressive, but look at this, Agers, what's going on? Agers is trying to lead the push here, and it's Rituals coming through, cleaning things up. Ritual just seems to be playing insanely well today.
Yeah, and if you're Agers, though, that's got to be a whole nother level of confidence, saying, hey, I went down early, we're still going well. I went down a little bit early in another game, I got rebooted. I can count on Ritual, and there's just another example. And honestly, I can kind of see when you're playing with, like Kelly said, Peterbot and Cold in a trio format, somebody has to do the boring work, and that was Ritual most of the time. Now we're seeing him in a duo setting, and he is popping off.
Yeah, definitely. Look at this little clutch right there, breaks the bills, and dash roll Agers to just keep himself alive and in the game. Gotta respect the effort at the end there, but yeah, Rituals has been playing, honestly, exceptional Fortnite. And again, we talk about someone who's got like IGL title, right, like on his shoulders, but man, he's so good. He's fragile. He's playing the best he can play.
Kylan over here, and this is where you can kind of see, we talked about 125 on the line. They're that next place team, 16th, or say 11th in terms of overall consistency. They're only 5 points down, Monster. And I said this earlier, we've seen FNCS majors be decided by less than one elimination. Why not a trip to the grand finals as well? Shadow and Virgo continues their aggression. You said it early on to start this game. They're getting a little bit more aggressive early on this game, unlike any other one that we've seen so far. And they're continuing that trend. Prez, Liam, they got to watch out. Full health Shadow and Virgo are trying to break their way into that box.
Big shot comes through. The follow-up is good as well. See that comment putting in that big pressure there, but Virgo not looking to be anything too risky. Tries to wait for Shadow to back him up, but no punishment comes in. So Liam and Press playing really well. Go ahead and all just hit a little reset initiation here, and Shadow Virgo, yeah, I was gonna say likely to give it up. Probably not too confident, right? The way that one played out, so
22 points. They're just in a situation here with their backs up against the wall where they have to win this game if they want to dodge that LCQ. Which, hey, anything can happen here. We've seen it happen before in history, so it's not out of the ordinary. 125, Sniper Dude and Avenger. This is the team that I'm talking about on the line. And this is kind of scary if you see that two of the teams, Max and his duo, landed Wonky Land. They qualified, so you got to watch out for any other teams, Pop, that intend to land Wonky Land in the grand finals. And if Avenger and Sniper Dude actually qualify as well, we could see multiple teams landing at Wonky Land in finals this season unless anybody has a change of heart.
That'll definitely change things a lot as far as the overall narrative is concerned here. Gonna get there first. That ends up coming out. I mean, and yeah, again, talk about the next two heats, right? Like, someone's gonna, multiple teams, I'd assume, is probably gonna fall out of the Wonky Man, so I'm surely expecting a contested finals, if you will, but we'll see. You know, things always shake up, right? Who really wants to help teams anyways?
This is a fight we've seen a few times throughout the day. Both of them in a similar situation of having to win this game in order to qualify for the grand finals here and now. You kind of see the situation that they're in. They're not far away from zone. Sus Studios even has the mending machine for the HP if they are lacking anything. It's just about how you're going to get out safely. One of the biggest hurdles in a lot of these teams' game plan is how they're handling Surge when the zone rotates so far away.
Yeah, and Day's team just has continuously fought inside the storm, so it's all trouble there. Meanwhile, that other team just on the outskirts again. Looking through that glass window, trying to break it. Trying to see what they can get done here. Atlas and Slaves are off, though. That team takes off here, so... They actually have 5 elims. Okay, so Atlas and Slaves are playing some good Fortnite.
Taking that north side of the map, kind of working their way down. Kind of what we've seen throughout the majority of the day. 43 points, again, another team where we can kind of see the storyline unfolding right before our very eyes. If they're going to make it to the grand finals through heats, going to need a big win. And where the zone is kind of going, I have to make sure I kind of see it fully, but it seems like it's going to be a sort of center zone. You see Dark Dominion there just outside the edge of the zone, so it does have a western lean, but for the most part, as of now, it is centered up. Still 8 zones to go to pull these players around. As you jump on board Rise and Curly, 104 points. You know, they were inside of that bubble throughout the majority of the day, going down. Just luckily for them, they still have 2 win conditions.
Look at this fight going down for Shadow and Virgo. Fast, furious here to try to finish up the elimination of the Thief, who's off to the races right now, running through the outskirts, but no, Virgo gets caught in the crossfire by other duos that were watching this aggressive chase happen here, and what looked like a perfect way to set themselves up for the end game here ends up turning disastrous. Now forced to double back here. What happened?
Just kind of by that stat, you know, they lead the lobby in damage dealt, but also in damage taken. The duality of the sword, where sometimes you can make a lot of big plays happen, but sometimes you get stuck like that. Then Rogue, Spear, trying to break in the box onto Jojo Fishy, and they do get the elimination. That's big for them. You can see they're missing a little bit of loot, or they were up until they were able to pick up the loadout. Shadow going back for the reboot over towards Humble Hills, running into a whole nother team. Not just one, it looks like 2 overall.
I'm gonna say, but you know, for Shadow Virgo, they have nothing to worry about. They know they have enough points, so it's a much different level of pressure. It was actually Phoebe who was still there. Shadow just putting shots down, just letting him know he's not messing around. Meanwhile, he finds a solo he was originally engaging on, and you know he's gonna come back and like to look to finish it, but instead he says, all right, I want to play this game out. We still want to win. We gotta respect them trying their best here. This is good.
Come with some risk. Who's all looking the way? Maybe Fabio, Broken and Sandman, top of the mountain. But with nobody directly nearby, this might be a chance. Even if he gets knocked, and Shadow can try to go and get it. But it does look like Virgo is going to make it most of the way down. So even though we might have some questions about that loot, what is it going to look like, how they're going to get it, they're at least giving themselves a shot at getting back together as a duo.
I think Phoebe ended up falling too, but look at this. Eoxy, Jojo rotate right into Rogue, FNBR, and Spear. They get the initial tag. Although they were caught off by surprise, Eoxy gets finished and Spear comes through and seems like he managed to pick one up himself. Look at that. These are all new teams trying to fight for that victory out here and now. City flexes still inside the game. Evolution Vibe still in this game as well.
Rotating in 205 points. They're basically going against Blake, Preston, Shadow, and Virgo for the #1 team in terms of consistency. Not having won a game on today, but you're kind of seeing the struggles that Rise and Curly are actually going through. Yeah, they have their loadout, their iron pump, their pistol, 3 slices of pizza, but 50 on the Chug Jug, and you notice that he has this zip line. There's no shockwave, no glove. That zip line, it can cover distances quick, but it leaves you at the utmost risk of getting tagged. You're not going to be able to ride it long, so good luck to them if they plan to actually use it.
This Shadow, Virgo, south of the zone right now. Action just doesn't stop for them, but the zone favoritism doesn't hurt, given that they just rebooted their way back in. Yeah, Preston and Blake positioned up right above them, just kind of on the mountain here, looking downwards. Virgo and Shadow know there's danger nearby. Saw those teams lurking inside the same building, outside the warehouse. The wide view giving us how many duos are starting to position up around here.
Slips in Toronto. This is troublesome right now. 159 points. So they're inside of the bubble when it comes to consistency, but 523 below the damage threshold. Not a vote of confidence at all. Rise and Curly, similar situation, not as drastic between that one elimination there. It's going to get him one step closer to consistency, but also above that damage threshold. Toronto slips. They go from 500 to 438, but that is over 2 full health eliminations here.
They need to jump in a box yesterday. Like, it is getting late. There it is. Nice little knockup for Tony. You have another opportunity here. They go for the down body first. Get a couple tags here. Not quite enough to get them out of the fire, though. No. It's a little brief bit of hesitation. There goes another team getting greedy right here. Are they going to push out of the box? They're going to sit back and blow through what's left of their heels. This might be a huge mistake. I think they needed to go for that that stone wall that was just getting refreshed right there. And they had a chance, but hey, the 50-player threshold hits in. They get to buy themselves a little bit of room now. There's a great tag here on the rotate, Jacob.
Yeah, damage is absolutely needed. I was going to say, it's not over just yet. We do need to get down to around 40 players, and all that work seemingly going to waste from 500 to 300, back up to 500, end up in a fight. Good damage, but Slip's taking about 150 himself, so it's not really going to move the needle in terms of Storm Surge, but they're continuously pushing themselves to their limits. They push up onto one, but melee shockwaves away. All these opportunities at damage are going right out the window as they still have to cover more distance to get in. Luckily for them, in this moment, Storm Surge is deactivated, but a couple of seconds, it's going to turn right back on.
So interesting how it works. You take that damage, and all of a sudden you're, again, losing in the exchange, right? You really have to give out more than you receive. Clock is still ticking, though. They're still in the race. 169 is impressive nonetheless. They could, again, be inching their way up to what might just be the bar, right? They're almost setting the threshold potentially here. So even if they do fall early, can they get more points? There it is, a little bit more placement points. They're still in this right now.
Yeah, that cushion, they just need to continue to do that. Either eliminations, just taking out a full team, because 61 below. Toronto goes down. Storm Surge doesn't take him out yet, so they can still get the revive. Tags. Good job on the Slip to do that. Get the tags in. Storm Surge actually turns off. They get to 40 players, but Slip's realizing, I cannot be the hero in this situation. I just have to get more points. I think he made a wise decision here.
I love it. I love him just rotating out, playing smart, going for placement points. That is the difference here and now. Instead of getting greedy there, all he has to do is just maintain life, choose life, and earn points here and now. 175. Meanwhile, Rise and Curly are just clawing their way up this hill now. They need to jump up 50, 60, 70 points if they want to solidify their way into consistency here. It's going to be very close now. Meanwhile, on high ground, here's a team going for a win, trying to really shake things up, change up the narrative.
Yeah, and they're already inside of that bubble as well. So if this team here, Albo and Listen, do end up with a victory royale at the end of this one, it opens up a spot at the bottom of that consistency leaderboard. And right now, it doesn't look like they're going to give it up easy. Looking down below, trying to put pressure. Aloe even reconnecting, so getting chopped is going to be a much more difficult task. There's Curly and Rise down below. You see the two different stages. A team up above that has very little to worry about versus Rise and Curly on the ultimate low ground, having to sacrifice HP just so they can get to the front side of the zone.
Love the rotation. Very nicely done. It's going to position themselves way ahead of the pack here. They're looking like they're cut above the rest, but no, Curly gets caught off on the tail, and a duo jumps right down. And it's status in higher team there, unfortunately, and now Rise is left as a solo. This is going to be near impossible to try to win. Meanwhile, high ground is just snatched up by Agers and Ritual. They're trying to make a splash here to conclude the night. Prom still in the game, barely 127 points. He gets shut down. Off to the lobby he goes. His run is now over. Slips, falls to 188 is how far they managed to make it. Meanwhile, Virgo gets a knock on someone up top, but it is just back and forth.
139 points here for Rise. It's all on his shoulders. We've seen Rise contend for FNCS championships, and now he's trying to contend here just to make it to the actual finals. 147 points. If him and Curly figure out a way to make it through and qualify here in East, you got to give him a big thank you. But everybody else still not letting go. Freon, Dragon, over 200 points in their path as they make it up the side of the mountain. Angel's Ritual, they gave up high ground, but only for a moment as they re-chop it down. That's Prez who has to give it up, but up goes Skindler, up goes Kyan. They're ready to challenge as well.
This is like a worst case scenario, right? The teams that are on the line getting this win, pushing you out. Skidler's kind of the only one left alive right now, so it's not looking good for Skittles. He's got no match. 6 teams remaining. Meanwhile, Javi and a minute. If you're everyone else in the lobby fighting for a consistency spot, this is what you want. You want a team that is dominating to win the game so that a position opens up, so that the threshold is a little bit easier. And Skittles is still in the running right now. The opportunity here to earn some points, but you got Agers on the backside here. It's going to come down to who can be quicker on the draw. Wow. It's just going to be Agers, unfortunately. 171 for him, and puts Agers up just popping off right now here. It's his turn.
Yeah, didn't even need the points, but he ends another run, even taking down a Minish. That could have been a fight for first place by itself, but Javi's still alive. Dragon and Creon still alive. Everybody in this game is over 200 points, so somebody at the bottom of consistency has just been gifted a slot. But for Javi, it's about first place. For Dragon and Creon, it's about making a statement. Shockwave coming out from down below. Can't cause too much confusion as Javi does get chopped down. Finally, a chance to fight toe-to-toe as Creon goes up. He takes a huge punch, dropped down to 46 HP. Javi having to do the same thing, sacrificing storm damage just to get to the front side of the zone. But his chances might be running out. We're going up the mountain. Pressure coming out from Dragon and Creon as well. He's going to need a miracle to survive this. Javi with the shockwave, and it's not going to be enough. Creon and Dragon not only win that game, qualified for grand finals, but definitely put the leaderboard to the test.
Nicely done for them. And once again, if you are someone who is fighting for consistency, Jacob, you're happy. You're smiling. You're saying, oh my gosh, thank God someone with 200 plus points took that victory royale there. Well, from us here at the desk, that's wraps. Game 5 is over there, Z.
Guys, Jacob, MDF, fantastic cast on the day. My gosh, day 1 of Heat, 1 of a 3-day weekend of Fortnite. Fantastic day. So many incredible things happened today, but like they called out, right? Creon getting themselves a victory royale. They were in that top 10, right? So we're pulling everyone else in that leaderboard up So now if you're outside the top 10, you're thinking, did we do enough? Did we get those points we needed to make a difference here? And I mean, for to shout out Creon and Dragon again, we saw them in that last game, right? These guys were moving and grooving, and now they give themselves a victory royale. So there's even more credibility to the duo, which makes me excited, right? Because then we take it to a finals lobby, and it's like, okay, yeah, I remember them back in Heat 1. They were kind of cracked.
I mean, to add to the credibility of this duo right here, not only are they pretty experienced veterans, but they got a 4th and a 3rd place as well throughout the day. So that victory royale within their grasp throughout the 5 games that we saw, and for them to finally get it in the final day, Vivid, that is how I want to wrap things up for my Heats.
Yeah, absolutely. It was not an easy win there at the end at all. We kind of saw the chaos happening towards the high ground, and somehow Creon and Dragon, they were the ones that kind of ended up being the healthy team. Not only the team up on the high ground, but also somehow healthy in that regard amongst all that chaos. And there were just so many souls left. Teamed it up very, very nicely. But see, obviously, 5 games down. We saw who won that one. The big question mark is, though, who qualified? Who's going to Grands?
We gotta find out. We take a look at the leaderboard to see. Now, remember, when we look at this, you're looking at the top 15. Those top 5, they're gonna have 1,000 points. Don't freak out, Timmy. It's fine. That just means they got a victory royale. They are going through. So, all the way to the top there starts in 6th place. Agers and Ritual coming in first. We kind of knew that, right? These guys were incredible. To see Javi and Diminish as well, only 8 points behind. They were definitely thinking about this like a finals lobby, right? Like I feel like some duos would look to just get the VR and move on, but to kind of sit there and go like, no, we need to practice. If this was a finals lobby, we need to be consistent if we want to place and go to Summit.
Well, I mean, if you missed my incredible segment at the start of the show, you would know that Javi and Administer are relatively new as a duo just before Major 1 forming together. So you're totally right, Zeke, having this opportunity to play a few games together and still be able to prove to everyone that there is a reason why they got 1st place out of the play-ins, to see them perform so well right now. I just love to see it, Vivid. But we got so many big names here. I love that Blake and Preston, who were so close to auto-qualifying, still break it into our top 10. And then, of course, one of your favorite duos, Shadow and Virgo, there as well.
I feel like they didn't have like a necessarily pop-off game or anything like that, like I'm kind of used to out of Shadow, but they played consistently throughout the day, picked up 3rd place on that consistency leaderboard, so that's going to be definitely enough to make them go to the grand finals. Also, got to give a big shout out to Listen and Aloe. I feel like their last couple of games were really good, and yeah, that follows suit. Taking a look at their Master Trade, the game number 4 was a 2nd place, and then that last game right there was a 6th place. So they got a majority of their points just in those last 2 games. Now that we've talked about all of the teams that are on the first AZ, we know what time it is.
Second page time. That's right. 15th is the cutoff. Let's take a look. I am happy to report 14th place, Curly and Rise do make it through. This is big, right? Like this is a duo we were kind of looking to. Recently formed, a Vet and Rise, right? Now, if we look at some of their placements, we did have 2 kind of not great games, 43rd and a 42nd. But remember, these guys were contested, right? So maybe going into finals, that changes. Maybe they look to switch things up. I don't know. But either way, they've done it, right? They can say, hey, look, we're making finals. Now we need a plan for that. But still, Kelly, I love seeing them qualify. It gives me such high hopes.
Yeah, I mean, again, we were talking about the start of the show. They have not even played a Div Cup together. So for them to go from that to this being contested and to still qualify through, I am so happy for them. Hopefully they're going to be able to get some practice in over the next week to see a better performance coming out of the grand finals, because I'm sure 14th place is probably not exactly where they wanted to be, but big shout outs to the Tick and Mafia for getting that last place spot right there. An 8-point difference between 15th and 16th place, but it's not over yet, Vivid, for all the teams that didn't qualify.
Yeah, they will have one more opportunity to make it to grand finals. That'll be on Monday and Tuesday, that last chance qualifier. I'm happy to report there, right? We saw right there 15th place with 145 points. We kind of went into that game at 120. We thought about, maybe there's going to be another, 50-point jump. Now, only a 25-point jump there. And, surprisingly, EU at 143 points over there was kind of the cutoff, and 145 points here. So actually, only a 2-point difference. So good to see that the 2 regions kind of had a very similar threshold. That'll be something to think about as we continue on throughout the weekend, throughout the rest of the heats.
You know, that's true, but that is only Heat 1, right, Viv? Like, we have 2 more days of Heat, and for them and for us, these Heats could look very different tomorrow, right? Brand new duos coming in, new spots taking over, new people being contested or not. Like, there is so much to be excited for. As we start to wrap up, I want to give you guys the floor. Anything to say before we start to say goodbye?
I'd just like to apologize again to everyone. What? No, thank you guys, everyone. It's been so long since the FNCS Global Championship, so I'm so excited that we're back. We got a little taste with the Reload Elite Series, but honestly, the FNCS, it's the storylines, it's the drama and the rivalries that I love to see, so I'm excited that we're back with it.
Yeah, nothing compares. You could just tell right as soon as that first game took off, even on BU, it was like so stacked. There were so many teams alive, and we can have as many set lobbies as we want for like the Div Cups and the performance evals, but nothing ever plays out like an FNCS lobby does. Happy to report that NA went exactly as it usually does. It was fun, it was chaotic, and it was very, very competitive. I'm excited to jump back into the action over the course of the weekend.
Ooh, Fortnite fam, we hope you guys are excited as well. Don't forget, tomorrow we will be back. EU will be before us. They have Heat 2, then we'll come back. Then Sunday they'll go. We'll go 2 more days, and then last chance qualifier, and then finals. So much Fortnite to watch over the next week or so. Also, don't forget, Triple Threat is in the item shop. I repeat, Triple Threat is in the item shop. Absolutely incredible. Check it out. That's it for us for tonight, though. We can't wait to get back up with you guys tomorrow for more Fortnite. So until then, we love you. Keep yourself safe. We'll see you on that Battle Bus.
Beep, beep.
That was by Poet.
That went by.
This whole time I was muted. I didn't even know, bro. Thank you. Who that was? Who that was? Where's my duo at? Oh, he's still loading it, probably. Hurry, bro, they're gonna take your spot. It's the team first. Team one, team one, team one. Oh my god. Get in here. In here. Go team one, bro. Right here. No. Okay, never mind. He's on my team. It doesn't matter. We're good. What is this loadout? I forgot to change my loadout. And I got massive fall damage. The mythic goldfish is crazy. Any help? Yo, I suck. I actually suck. They left my loadout? No way. There's actually no way. Yo, whoa, buddy, chill out. Bro, chill. Holy, this kid's annoying. Bro, chill. It's not that deep, bro. Yo, chill. He didn't have any shield? Are you kidding me? Bro, I'm getting sprayed by both sides. It can't be that bad though. Bro, I'm lagging. No, what?
Do you want my corn?
No thanks. Dang, there's some good people in here. We got the next one. Holy lag, bro. I clearly would have won that. There's no way. Like, genuinely. Nah, bro. You're not winning. I'm mad at that guy. No way, bro. 192? It was one more hit. Okay, now I don't want to lag for some reason. Oh my god, I did a mistake. Where's my SMG? Okay, we're good. Looking. Where is this kid at? No way I lose this, right? Where are these kids at, bro? Good shockwave. Nice. Okay, I see them. I'm going now. One shot. What? There's no way. There's no way. There's just no way, bro. Barbecue chicken. I need to stop lagging, bro. I'd literally be the GOAT if I wasn't lagging. Nice. Watch out, we're getting pushed. What the heck? Am I not hitting them? My shotgun isn't doing damage. 1 HP, Parker, 1 HP. What the? Oh my god. I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. I lagged. I wonder if when people are spectating me, if I'm lagging on their side or just mine. There's no way. Bro, shockwaves. I really wish I had 0 ping. Or even 20, bro. Either one. I should cook with the shotguns. Nice. Reloading. Good shock. Holy lag, bro. Pro. No way, bro. There's no way. I literally shot that guy. Just shoot through his head or something, bro? You're not good, bro. What you cooking? Bam, chicken. Pop, what you cooking? Cooking me some chicken. Ooh, smells good. It's good. Cooking. What you cooking? Oh, shit, I'm dead. There's no way 40 white. Yo, that was like the cleanest shot. It should have been for more. 40 white is wild though, bro. Oh, you're blind. And I'm falling. Hopefully he pushes me. I want him to push me. What is that? Something right there. What you cooking? Cooking some chicken. Where is this kid shooting me from, bro? What you cooking? Oh, what you cooking? Cooking some chicken. Ooh, smells good. And I fell. What the? I still had the. Oh my, never mind. Give me some chicken. Oh, it smells good. It tastes good too. Bro. Yeah. Ah, I suck. Cooking me some chicken. Cooking me some chicken. What you doing? 200. Full box. 200. $200. Get some chicken. Bro, I did. 6, 7, and I'm dead. How did he shoot me, bro? He didn't even know where I was going. Nice kill, Parker. Some chicken. What the heck? Bro, I can't do nothing so build. On it. How are they getting double our kills right now? What? How's this kid still alive? How is he still alive? I'm genuinely confused right now. And this kid disappeared. And I'm dead. There's a bot. We could play something else if you want, Parker. Dong dong blah. Dong dong blah. Man, it's trios. What the heck? We have a trio. Nice. Well, you can't shoot people. What the heck? Imagine having simple ass throws in. This kid has double movement instead of double heals. You're not beating me, kid. This kid just died of fall damage. How bad could you be, bro? It's a pizza, 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 pizza. My shiny shoulder. It's like this, Parker, you know? Yup, that's Aura. Gold shotgun. That's not a shotgun. I have no idea what they are. Man, I'm lagging, bro. Who's you running from? What? What just happened? There's no possible way. There's literally no way. I killed that kid, bro. What? No way, bro. I saw it. Stop trying to take my kill, bro. And he did take it. And I suck. I need a better rarity, bro. Because I'm hitting my headshots. Okay, this kid's lost. Unless he was lagging, you know? No, you're just camping, bro. Yo, I suck. What are they doing, bro? And how did I fall? How did he hit me? Oh shoot. Yep, I knew I was dead right there. I'm coming to help you. I'm coming. Don't want to Parker. Never fear. Jay is here, bro. DJ. Yo, both of our aims suck. Yo, what the? Yo, I'm not the only one here. Oh, shit, I'm dead. I'm lucky their aim's it's not that good. What does a spice fish do? Imagine it fills me up. I want a pulse rifle. Oh, chill. And I can finish. Let's go. You have a streak of 4. Nice. Nice and so done. My son's so dumb. My son's so dumb. Yeah, baby. Oh, my house a pillow. How is he not dead yet? Oh shoot, I forgot how the party opened. Huh? Oh, suck. Sorry, Guff. I'm gonna have to kill you. What the? I'm playing with Parker. He can't hear me though. He's just watching my stream. Yeah, I'm streaming right now. Sure. My son so down his I keep on you. I don't even know. Not really paying attention. Probably only like 2 or 3. I don't even know. 200 full box. Yeah, you messed with the wrong person, buddy. Oh my god. I built the wrong place. Above you, watch out. No way. This kid genuinely sucks. Are they blind? Bro, I can't. I'm not reloaded. Wyatt? Oh my god, of course you two. Of course you run. Nah, where you going, boy? If I can hit my shots. This kid sucks as much as me, bro. Oh shoot, I'm dead. Oh shoot. Full box. Oh, that was on me. Going for the clip. How did I end up in here? You crashed out earlier. Yep. You went straight to Roblox. Holy, I'm playing FNCS right now. I only have like 100. Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure actually. Oh no, they can't. They can't. You're in the PlayStation party. Yeah. How about you right now? 100. Nice. And I'm over here dying. Full box. 200. Yeah, you're not hiding in a bush, buddy. I'm lagging way too much. 100. Dead. Finally, bro. What the heck? You know what? We're gonna use that for fun. Think for the phase. Yeah, my son. 1 second, I'm gonna fight. Oh, this kid has simple edit. You suck, bro. Oh, I forgot I can't invite people. I have 2,000. Yet to, yeah, I don't know how this is gonna work. Add the person that's in the stream, my friend, so that he can invite you, because I can't invite people since I'm banned. Yeah, when you're banned from voice chat and stuff, you can't invite people. They can only invite you. Yeah, but then I can't invite my other friend too. So, let's add them. Check the stream. It's TTV Skibidi Parker. Yeah. You know why I died to this? I'm thirsty, bro. I want some water. I'm starving. I'm hyped. No. Headshots. TTV, all caps. And then Skibidi. No space. No. Just the S and the P. Parker, I have 1,000 people on me. I have Buck on me, bro. And I'm dead. SKI. BID. Gosh, you're looking at low. No, it's oh yeah, it's I. Yeah, no space. Oh yeah. I can't really tell him. He's watching a stream, I think. Let's go, we won. Oh, we tied, but we still won. Now we're just request to join him. They could go lobby, Parker, if you want. Doesn't matter. What do you mean? Yeah, I can't exactly tell him. There's no way this. Oh my god, bro. He's not a brainer, dude. I have no idea. What? Yo, Parker, invite the person that just added you. No, I actually suck. Oh shit, I'm dead. Wait, I survived. This round ends in 7 minutes. He had to rephrase himself. I have the Pro-Am and the regular Booga. That's my goat. No, oh my god, the worst skin in the shop. 100, and I suck. Yeah, I bought the whole pack. I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh shoot, my teammate's dead. Full pieced. What? Bro. Guys, he's bullying people. Leave me alone, please, Speed. My name is Tipple Gamer. I hope Tipple Gamer gets a icon skin. Turner. You found my channel. Scroll past. No! Dang it. We have a brain rot kid in here. Papa. Mama. Hey, what? That kid sounds like they're two, bro. I run into you. That sound will not work, buddy. Turner. Oh shoot. I'm dead. What the? Alright, bro. Let's see how you fight me with full health. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. I think they love me. Mm-hmm. Mm, 1 minute left. $100 full marks. Turn it. You think they want me? Bro, stop doubling me. My name is Prime Beerbot. Oh my god, I was kicking my arm. We won either way. Even if they kill me, we won. This is where we go back to lobby. Becker, go lobby. Who else is on PlayStation I can invite? Let's see. Logan. Oh shoot. Yep. What's up? That's the one that, yeah. It's because I left on accident. Alright, I'm on stream now. Oh, but if I end it, Parker can't hear me. Dang. How's this gonna work? I think they love What is Parker doing? Parker, I'm gonna kick you if you don't go lobby. Parker. Parker, you have 2 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Parker, you said no. Parker, you said no at the wrong time. Parker, I'm gonna end stream, Parker, but like, if I end it, you can't hear me. Invite Parker, because I can't do it. I think they love me. Like, you could play with us, Parker, but you won't be able to hear me. Because I'm not gonna have the stream on. Oh, he has to go. Never mind. He has to go. Uh-huh. Alright, Parker, bye. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna end stream now. Bye, Parker.